Hi, Saurabh. Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. I can hear you now. So, how have you been, Saurabh?
I'm good. It's morning 5:30 here in Canada. So I've been up and excited since 4:30 when I got up. And
Wow,
thank yeah, yeah.
it's very early out there for you, but we are about 6 p.m. India time, so we are quite chilled.
I know. It's so much of a difference when you're on the other side of the world. You just realize that there is so much to this world that we haven't seen and experienced. And just
Yeah,
talking to you on the other side of the world, my beloved country, India, is just
yeah.
amazing. And thank you so much for having me on this live session of Krishna Janmashtami and Krishna Fest, which we all are going to talk about.
Thank you so much for joining, taking our time, and getting up so early in the morning for this
Oh,
live.
I love getting up early in the morning, so not a
So I think we have quite a few people joining. I'm not sure how many have joined as of now.
No, I'm very, very
Uh,
grateful to all of you, all my friends and family who have been, sending me messages. I read all the messages, and we're gonna have some good talk. So stick around.
Great. So I will give a quick introduction for everybody's benefit. Saurabh needs no introduction, but still I have to do this. So, Saurabh Pandey is a very well-known, noted Bollywood and television actor. And while he's done a lot of TV shows and movies, he's most, I think, well known for his characterization that he played for as Krishna in Surya Putra Karna. I think you were fantastic, Saurabh, in that. I mean, you really portrayed what Krishna would be like. So you gave us a glimpse of how he could be, while we
I
all
just
are.
tried my best. I just tried my best. I used to pray every day. I used to say that God, I'm just gonna go and do my thing, but you are the one who will be doing it. Like he says, surrender to me. So every morning I used to just surrender to him. That was his job.
Yeah,
He's doing.
that's such an amazing thought. And Saurabh has been in the Hare Krishna movement or associated and supportive of the movement for almost, I think, over a decade now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that's amazing. I've seen, and it is quite rare that, while most stars and, celebrities are very closed about their religious faith and beliefs, here is Saurabh, who is very open and openly, unapologetically portraying his faith in an industry where largely people don't reveal much about their faiths.
Mhm, mhm.
So,
Right.
Saurabh, how did you think you wanted to be so open and about this? So,
Very
and
never.
how did you come in contact with the Hare Krishnas? That is something that I'm very curious to know.
So really. So actually, since our childhood, but there's a rare question, that I never get. But since my childhood, I've been like, always. There's always in something in your heart that you wanna know and experience. You wanna see that, okay, I have this life, but what to do with this life, and how can we make it more meaningful, more joyful, and more fulfilling. Um, but a certain, a wonderful thing happened when I was not on the right track, and my wife, she used to go and pray every day to Krishna, and Krishna did some magic. Uh, and then, we were like, hey, I think, and my mind changed. We got together, and since then, we have been going to temple, and I think more meaning started to come in life. A lot of credit
Yeah.
goes to my wife. Zara, a lot of her loved ones call her Sony. Um, so I guess then after reading books and understanding the culture, and with that, a lot of other books which you read, may it be from Sikhism or Islam or Christianity, or even if you read any holy text, you realize that we all are talking about just one same thing. And where is it? So I realized it that okay, it's within you. Okay, that's why you have this life and you're experiencing this life, and you should be grateful to that energy, uh, which will be very politically correct for a lot of people. That that energy who has given us life. So we call that energy a beautiful form of Krishna and Radha Krishna. So that's how I look at it, in a very open perspective.
Yeah, I think that's such an amazing. I think you've captured the entire essence very perfectly for everybody here. And I think, yes, there is just one God by whatever name you may call it. And I
Yeah,
think that is more important for people to understand.
right.
So, Saurabh, thank you for joining Krishna Fest and promoting it. This year, because of the pandemic, we are, nobody is able to meet, nobody is able to come to the temple. So we decided to have this on an entirely global platform. So how do you see this going in the times to come, or how do you see this virtual spiritual event going?
First of all, like hats off to you guys, to ISKCON, to Radha Govindnath Temple for thinking something so unique. And why not? When we have the technology in hand, and when we can even have a first-hand experience, first-class experience right off your mobile phone in your house, uh, celebration which goes on for 10 days, starting from 22nd to 31st of August. Uh, I think this is a very, very nice and innovative way. You can do more, you can see more, you can feel more. I completely believe that if you have the temple, like if you treat your body as temple and God as your soul as God. So if your heart is in right place, no matter where you are, if you are even taking darshan through a wonderful live event which you guys are doing, I think it doesn't matter if you are in a temple or you are in your house and looking at something which you love. For me, it's the deities of Shri Radha Rani and Krishna. You're just gonna have the same experience, and why not to have it in your house? So
Yeah.
you guys are doing something amazing, like through the technology, you're bringing the celebration, the colors, the awesome energy of Krishna Janmashtami into everyone's life, everyone's house. So I think, yeah, this is the best use of technology, and we must do
Yeah.
it for right reasons. And definitely, we must abide by the pandemic rules because we don't want people falling sick.
Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic. I was very excited, and I was like, I'm gonna get into this and do my bit.
Yeah, and although we are so miles apart in person, but your mind and your heart and your soul, you're with us. So I don't think, and connected through technology. So I think this is the best use of technology, as you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You save time, and so many people can do it. Like on the other side of the world, also if they log in and they sign up for
Yeah.
KrishnaFest.in, all of them, they can enjoy this festival. I think it's fantastic, and I have been watching your page, ISKCON Chowpatty. You guys have been putting very strenuous hours of preparing certain experiences for all the devotees. I'm excited for these 10 days.
Yeah, so are we. I mean, I've been seeing the amount of hard work that everybody is doing. They're literally working 24 by 7. So it's really,
Big applause for
really
these people.
mind blowing. Yeah, actually, it's great. I think the team behind the scenes is doing a fabulous job. It's
Yeah,
not easy to put such a big event at this scale
yeah,
together.
yeah.
And yeah, so thanks for supporting this event,
My
Saurabh, although you're in in another country. So, I'm sure many of our viewers and a lot of your fans also, I'm seeing over here, have joined in. So I'm sure everybody would be quite keen to know that you've played so many, I think more than 2, 3 historical characters in a lot of in your serials. So what was your experience like playing a historical? I mean, do you have to do a lot of research and
Absolutely.
behind?
So more than anything, when people ask me that what's the favorite role you have done or favorite character you have done, and it cannot be anything other than a real life character, right? And because it already has a history, it already has an image, you need to learn, read, bring that energy in you, and then, function accordingly. I played Jamaluddin Yaqut and Razia Sultan, who was the lover of Razia. Um, in Razia Sultan, it was Dharmender and Hema Malini. That's how it.
Yeah.
Other shows have been fictions, but the it's very, very, I would say, I would call it very lucky, because when people say that what's the best role you want to play, I feel that I've already played the best role possible, and that is of
Yeah.
Krishna, because there is no other role than him. He's Sola Kala Sampurn, as we say, all the
Yeah.
16 qualities. He has all the
Yeah.
fame, prosperity, beauty, you just name it. He has it all. Attraction, and more than that, very dynamic character. So much to learn from. And when I came across this offer, I was like, wow. Okay, that's one thing that I have been. So for this particular role, I didn't have to do much research, because I already had a great association of Sri Radhanath Maharaj Ji, my friend Shubhalas Prabhu, and many other who are great authors, Gaur Gopal Prabhu, and who are great spiritual teachers and figures. Because of them understanding Bhagavad Gita, understanding Krishna, and my wife, she has been, in Krishna Bhakti since she was little, and, learning a lot from her. I realized that, okay, I was like kind of ever ready. I got a call overnight, and I just started to do this. But I feel this is like there is no character beyond Krishna which you can ever play. Rest everything, no matter you play a
Yeah.
superhero, no matter you go to Hollywood and you are playing Iron Man or any other superhero, it will always be less than Krishna. Okay, many miles less than Krishna. So I'm very fortunate. I played the role of which I couldn't dream of. Okay, I could only imagine that. Oh my God, if somebody gets to play. I never thought I would get to play this role. I never wanted to play this role actually. But I guess when he wants to do something, it just happens.
Yeah, as they say, Krishna encourages you, seeing your bhakti, seeing your faith. He gives you the service, making you probably dovetail your propensities in his service. So I think that's what he, this role of Krishna came by you after seeing your bhakti, and I'm sure that was given by him only
Yeah,
to
there's
you.
no doubt, because there were too many coincidences. So I was like, okay, I guess he wants me to do this, so why not just follow
Yeah,
it?
it was his will.
It was his will, indeed, indeed.
Yeah, yeah. So, did you have to prepare for this role? As in, did you read the scriptures? Did you read anything on, books on Krishna, Bhagavad
So as,
Gita, etc.?
as I said that more than the books, it's the association which matters, and where you're talking about Radha Krishna all the time, and definitely
Yeah,
had read a lot of books. So kind of I was ready to begin with, but then as per the scenes which used to come, I used to read the history, that okay, what happened in the scene. So as things were happening, I was going in detail. I was calling up my friends, in Chowpatty, to guide me through. There was a time when Shubha Vilas Das Prabhu, one of the former monks from ISKCON, he's a great author now. So he told me I was stuck with these shlokas. I had no idea how these shlokas, never did. And overnight you have to learn them and say them on screen.
yeah,
Just unbelievable, uncanny. I used to call him up. He was all the way in South Africa. I used to bug him that please, record it properly so I can
yeah,
recite it and pronounce it properly. So he did that for me. He used to record all of them. I used to hear with my creative and work on it. One of the very interesting facts was I was very stuck with this one phase, one scene where Krishna gives it back to Jarasandh, because Jarasandh is not willing to learn. So Jarasandh is one of the not very favorite, as in that he's a great warrior, but doesn't have good image. People call him anyways. So what happened was there was a scene where Krishna gets very angry at Jarasandha. So I was like, hey, he's God. He knows everything. He always smiles. Why will Krishna get angry? So this was very, very creatively, it was a big block in my head. So I called a Govind Prabhu, and he gave me a fantastic answer. So my creative couldn't explain. He said that no, Saurabh, Krishna is going to get angry. I said that no, Krishna cannot get consumed with anger. So generally, we as human beings, what we do is if we are not realized, we get in control of anger rather than we controlling the anger, right?
Yeah.
So what Govind Prabhuji told me that Krishna can get angry, and that was a shock for me. So I was like, how? Krishna will use this anger and these kind of emotions as a tool. He will never get absorbed or get controlled by the anger. He will always use the tool to fix things up if required. So I was like, okay, now I got. So I am the one who's controlling the anger. He said that yes, that's how you gotta do it. Everything was streamlined for me. It was an instant realization which I had. I would say like the Buddha moment for me.
Wow.
And yeah, it made a huge difference in my performance. And with full confidence, I did that scene. But more than anything, this particular role was filled with a lot of realization for me, where you have to put yourself in place of someone who is God. It's just unbelievable. You have to let yourself down, let your guard down, let your thinking go. So an actor also, like Krishna always says that, I am free from all emotions. An actor has to be like that in order to perform. An actor has to be free from all the emotion. And at the end of the day, Krishna always says that, जीवन ऐसे जियो जैसे कि अभिनय कर रहे हो और अभिनय ऐसे करो जैसे कि जीवन जी live as if you are acting and act as if you are living. So that is something which really I feel that one thing, if you can practice and if you can really understand this thing, you can never be sad in life. You will always be controlling your life. You can never get caught up in it. So that is something which just really helped me, and I just try to share what I feel. Some people might think that, it's excitement or something. I'm like, why do I need to get excited? Just match up to my energy.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. I mean, really, that's really very profound, I think. And I think that would have shaped your performance in the serial.
Yeah. And not only the performance, as a human soul, as a human being, it shaped me up in many ways. And a lot of realization. And especially doing a role like this, you don't remain the same. You become more realized, more centered, if you have done it with your heart.
So you played like the ultimate character, basically God. So how did you? Yeah, he's God, right? So how do you feel playing God? How did you feel? What was going on in your mind at that time that I am God, I'm playing God? How did you approach that?
This is very, very interesting, and my answer would be I never thought I'm playing God. Not for a second. Not for a second I thought that I'm playing God, because the time I think I'm God, the time I think I'm playing God, I think an ego kind of barrier comes in, which will hinder my performance. And that the human thinking is that we think that God is a dominating figure for many, and whatever wrong is happening in our life, it's because of God. But the thing is, when you put yourself in His place, then you realize that, okay, you can have an idea. So initially, I never wanted to play Krishna, and I said that, this is not my thing. I cannot. मैं ये पाप सर पे नहीं डाल सकता to play God. Okay, this is not my thing. I cannot do that. Okay, because I feel I'm not a very pure person to do this. And I know how because I myself worship, so I know that you don't want to take His place. But when He wants to give you His place, then what to do about it, or give you his room. and play. So for 2-3 days, I didn't want to do it properly. I was like, from andar se aa nahi raha tha, and I was like, yaar, main kaise karoon? I was under a lot of pressure, peer pressure with my own beliefs. And then later on, after a lot of contemplation, something like, I was like, okay, just let it be, man. Dekhi jayegi. And the time I let my guard down, something inside me said that, God, Saurabh, just do it as a service to him. Just do it with that bhav. Don't try to be God.
Yeah.
You are not. I'm not God. Okay. Just do it as a servant, as a service, because through you, he wants to reach out to many, many people. And
Yeah.
through you, he wants to say these words again, because many people need it. And
Yeah.
you believe after the show was done, when I met a lot of people, oh my God, there were so many people who used to stop me, used to say that, you know what, your words made such difference to me. There were people who were suicidal. There were people who were going through very, very bad phase of their life. And there were, in fact, there was a friend of mine, his wife, she delivered, a wonderful soul, thinking of, my poem as Krishna's poem, and she was
Wow.
and we met in ISKCON temple, and she was like, this is the sign that God did listen to me. And there was complications, and then she delivered it just when she started to hear the bhajans. So the faith is such a powerful thing that it can save your life, it can change your life around. Faith can be in any form. For me, it's in form of Radha Krishna. For many, it will be in Jesus, or it must be in a form of Guru or a light, or Allah. All respect, it's the same thing, same God. But yeah, so this was the whole experience, and then I was very grateful. I said that God used this body like a puppet and reached out to so many people, like He's doing to you and so many other people who are working in Krishna Fest and trying to put this experience together. What other energy is working? It's His energy which is working through us, and we are doing our best. Well,
Absolutely.
energy, Shakti is Radha. Okay. Haladini Shakti bolte hain, so Krishna
Ladini Shakti. Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
so yeah, the credit of power always goes to the woman.
Amazing. So you have inspired so many people here, and not just, through your character of Krishna. I'm just seeing one comment where somebody saying they learned Karma Yoga from you, and they're thanking you. So would you would you like to elaborate something on Karma Yoga?
Karma Yoga is very important because there is dharma and karma. They are two very important things. So dharma starts from within. Karma is outside, spiritual and physical, and it needs to be balanced with the wisdom, with the intelligence. So another thing is, you might be a very dharmi person, you might be a very righteous person, but if you do not put out your actions out in the world, so what are you doing? If you're saying नहीं मैं कुछ नहीं करूँगा, बस अब मैं भजन कीर्तन ही करूँगा, मुझे दुनिया से कुछ लेना नहीं, और आप बाहर जाकर के you're not doing your karma, then this dharma is of no use. This knowledge is of no use if you do not make movements out in the world. So that's very important, and this is Karma Yoga. You are here to do karma. You're not here to do just bhakti. With bhakti, we balance our inner self, we protect, we fulfill our inner self. But with karma, we fulfill our life's purpose, what we are here to do. So everyone has karma. All of us have karma. And without that, we cannot complete our life. So Krishna did his karma. And first time when Krishna started to, when Arjun was like, I'm all broken, I'm all shattered, man, I'm going to turn into a saint, and that's it. I'm going to go into jungle. So Krishna says that people like you are going to go into jungle. What's going to happen to society? You have to stand up and fight in order to bring the change and do your karma. So I firmly believe that Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's teaching are very practical, and they are understood with the right intellect, with surrender, devotion, and love. I'm pretty sure that your life will be a very, very streamlined process when you have Krishna here and in your heart.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic thought, because that is, I think, what it means to be Krishna conscious. I mean, we keep saying,
Yeah, it's a very practical thing. It's not something that okay, you're just doing this and that. No, it's a very practical thing. Bhagavad Gita is very practical. It's not a so-called religious book. The word
Exactly.
religious has not
Exactly.
a good word for many people, but it's a very practical book. It's a scientific book. It gives you explanation about how your body is made, how the energy in you is controlling this body, and how instead of world controlling you, how you can do your bit and control the world around you. And it's not about being
Yeah.
it's about being in sync with the flow of the universe.
Yeah. So you played, Krishna in, I think a large part of that was from the Mahabharata. So which of the characters, apart from Krishna, in Mahabharata you liked or inspired you, or
For me, it's
it's
a
a tough
no-brainer.
question, but yeah.
For me, it's a no-brainer. It's Arjun. Reason why
Arjun.
we all must be like Arjun. Arjun is a sincere student, and only once you know how to surrender, and Arjun is the epitome of a very very sincere, surrendered student who is willing to learn and who is willing to trust. So he trusted in Krishna, and only then, once he trusted in him, he opened up to him. And he said that, okay, fine, you have trusted in me, you have surrendered to me, so I'm going to release you from all. So I feel in life, and Arjun had this heaviness of ego of, oh, I will end up doing wrong. That's also an ego. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but if you understand things correctly, with how Krishna explained, then you won't be bound by ego. Your karma will
Mm,
not cause you any problems. Okay. But
yeah.
if you're not doing anything with right conscience, you're not doing what you are doing. So it's you will always feel lost. So when Arjun is the best example, I love to be Arjun from my heart and let the intelligence of Krishna control my mind. Okay, and that ways we control our senses. And once you have your senses in place, you can definitely do your bit in the world.
Yeah,
So
I think
Arjun is
that's
my favorite character.
right. That's amazing because Arjun is Manojai, and I think it is very difficult to kind of control one's mind. And although, despite that, he had this despondency at the time of the battle, and Krishna had to clean that up through the
Yeah,
Bhagavad
yeah,
Gita.
yeah. He was in a, a terrible situation. Had Krishna not been there, I don't know what would come out of Mahabharata.
Yeah. So when you were, I think, playing that character where you had to address Arjun, so what is it that kind of probably what parts of the Bhagavad Gita really inspired you and or you liked and that you follow in day to day life?
Actually, I feel there's this shloka, it says the Tregunya Vishya Vedan Progunya Bhuva, Atma. So this particular thing is, he says that there are three gunas, uh, Sattva gun, Rajas gun, and Tamas gun. There are three kind of gunas in our body, and with different variation, and amount of gunas in us, we have a particular personality. And when he was explaining, he paused the whole thing, and only Arjun and Krishna could be in the moment. And he was explaining, look at Bhishma, look at Duryodhana, look at all the other people on the other side. And he was explaining them the amount of goodness or the ignorance or the passion they have, right? And he said that all these are there different personalities on this. So that was something very interesting for me. And that gave me a very, very,
Mm,
now when I look at somebody, it gives me this realization that, okay, what's the intelligence level of this person? How much ignorant
mm,
this person is, and how passionate he or she is. Okay, rather than are they even receptive to what I'm talking about? So it gives me a good idea before I go ahead. It gives me a upper hand to read the person and then deal accordingly. So that was something. And then when Krishna says that rise above all these Krishnas, become Atma. So in my understanding, it is Atmavan means surrendering to the Supreme and then, working like that. So that's how I look at it. Like going from the goddess to the Supreme. So for Supreme, all the three gunas, he controls them all.
Yeah, I think that's amazing. I think that's really an amazing thought.
Yeah.
So, uh, when there is not so much historical or spiritual content. I mean, unfortunately, in our Indian context, or for whatever reasons, they call it mythological, but it is, I would say, spiritual or historical.
Historical. It is
It's
historical.
historical.
Yeah.
So there is not so much historical content because our shastras, our history is so full of such fantastic stories. So on Indian television and the digital space, how do you see this kind of content evolving, especially with these OTT platforms?
Right. Whatever I've seen so far, most of the places, like that is something that the cases, when they want to elongate a show, they start pushing it. Especially our historical shows, ancient history, which is coming from Shastras. They just start making their own thing. Ganpati ji is doing his own thing, Shiv ji is doing his own thing. And I just don't agree with it. What's there, just show that and just wrap it up if you don't have much stories or much information. Don't expand. So I do not agree with that. That's my personal opinion. And I feel world needs ancient knowledge because these wonderful scientists, rishis, and all these rishis and munis, whatever knowledge they gave us via books or teaching, I feel they were very profound. They are very profound. They will always be very practical. Okay, the other thing is it looks impractical to those who don't know about it. By the time you read yourself, you will stop judging. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think there was some we
Yeah,
lost connection.
yes, there was low connection.
Yeah, the video was paused for some time. Sorry.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. I thought that instead of judging that person from the outer side, just read up and see what it is for yourself, and then you can find it for yourself that what it is, and practice it.
Yeah. So, what character would you like to play from the historical era?
I think I've already played the best character, which is a human. But other than that, I might like to play Vishwamitra. So Vishwamitra is the perfect example of a warrior and a saint, where from how a warrior he turns into a saint. He has a very interesting story. So that is something
Yeah.
which I wouldn't mind playing.
Okay. So, what is, yeah, I mean, warrior to saint, yeah. And then there are a lot of evolve. I mean, he evolved a lot at different phases and stages later on also, even after becoming a saint. There were a lot of ups and downs in his, yeah. Yeah, I think that's a very interesting kind of a character. So, so could you? I'm sure everybody would want to hear. Could you give us? Could you maybe tell us or say one dialogue from your Krishna character that you played? I think everybody is waiting to hear that Vani. But
When we get into that zone of
Krishnavani.
doing it, when we are on set, things are very different. And when we are giving the interview, it's very different because the conscience, the way it's functioning on set, very different. We are very different people on set, rather than what
Yeah.
we do here. Yeah, it's completely different. It's like you are zoned out in a different zone altogether. That's why we are able to
Oh,
perform.
okay.
Yeah, but nevertheless, I think हमारा चयन ही हमारा चयन ही हमारे oh my God, हमारा चयन ही हमारी नियति निर्धारित करती है. मतलब our choices decide our destiny, our future. So वो चीज, that is one thing which I feel that our choices are in our hand, and if we think we are making right choices, we can have a brighter future. So that is the line which he repeated many times.
Yeah.
So हमें चयन करना चाहिए. We should make right choices, but we can only make right choices once we have knowledge, right knowledge.
Yeah.
If your intelligence is not situated in knowledge, you will always feel lost.
Oh, that's really deep. I think that's true. And do you think that was there? I mean, any other shloka from the Bhagavad Gita which inspired you really, and probably just brought in some, that you, I don't know, eureka moment, or I don't know what, but some kind of a.
There is this one shlok, and that just cleared everything for me. And he said that Bijam Mam Sarva Bhutanam Vidi Partha Sanatanam Buddhir Buddhimatam Asmi Tejas Tejasvinam Aham. It means that I'm that seed of, I'm that source, that seed of that Brahma seed, from where all the knowledge comes to, like where I'm the knowledge, of all I'm the intelligence of all the intelligent, and I am the power of all the powerful people. So all the powers,
Yeah.
I'm the power of all the power, and I'm the intelligence of all the intelligent. So this is something which really resonated with me. I was like, fine, I feel it's better to think about that source from where all this power and intelligence is coming, and we should never think it's our own. All right, because the time we think this intelligence, this power is our own, we set ourselves in a very, very limited, tight space, which in due course of time does not go well with us. So, yeah, there's somebody says that I'm the cause of all causes. That's
Yeah.
But this is one thing which really resonated. I was like, I get it completely. And since then, I never think my power is my own, my intelligence is mine. I always dedicate it to that supreme, which is controlling everything. And many people might feel that, oh, there is no supreme, there is nothing like that, because you are stuck in your ego. So this is what I want. Break the ego, surrender for a second, accept that I don't know everything. Okay, I just know what I'm being told. All right. So the time we accept that I don't know everything, I think that's the biggest favor you can do on yourself.
Fantastic. I think you very amazingly summarized the whole essence, and I think, we are not the controllers, he's the controller, and I think that is the consciousness if we have, I think life is set.
We can do so much. That I recently realized, and I shared it on that quote on this thing also on my Instagram, and I said that I felt that the time we try to control those things which is out of our control, that is the time we are trying to do the job of God, and that is the time you will suffer, because you have no faith. So you need to have faith. You do whatever you can, and just let it be. Don't try to control anything. The time you try to be the controller, you will suffer, come what may.
Correct. Great. I think these are fantastic realizations, and I hope everybody who's joined this live also carries this message along with them. So what would you like to tell our audience on Krishna Fest, and how do you see it going in the future? Do you think this is the future going forward of spiritual events?
So I would say that guys, first, just log on to www.krishnafest.in, sign up, and enjoy this experience of 10 days Janmashtami, celebration. I myself gonna do that. I have done that, and I will be attending those personally. Um, and just don't take too much stress in life. Life can be stressful, especially during the pandemic. So this is the best time to look deep within, read good stuff, and try to understand those things. Don't mug it up. This is the best time which is going on for deeper realization. Spend time with yourself. You have less to do out in the other outer world and more to do with your inner world. And join this Krishna Fest. Just take it easy on your life, on yourself, and just go with the flow. I feel that's about it. And I think this is a great thing. We all can't reach the temples and be a part of it, but through this, we all can be together and will be even more closer to the celebration than ever.
Yeah, absolutely. And along with spiritual content, we even have a lot of wellness workshops, transformation workshops, and a lot more bazaar and a lot of other features. So I think it's going to be quite exciting.
Wow. That's amazing to know. I keep getting the update on my email and on my phone. Okay, this event is happening. You can attend this. So, guys, when you sign up for free, it's completely free. Okay, so krishnafest.in, sign up, and you will be updated with all the content which is there, and just enjoy, man. Fun.
Great. So we kickstart this 10-day fest on 22nd of August and till 31st of August. And I hope you join us every day. And thank you so much for all your support and that you've extended and to be a part of this festival. Thank you so much, Saurabh, for sparing your precious time and being here with us on Instagram Live.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Have a good day. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.